But now we have Renato Laranja, I believe. Oh, hi.
Ah!
How's it going?
Keys and some mistletoe.
Yes. You see, I made it a little festive. I've decorated a little the festivities area.
Oh, wow. That's enchanting. I just decorate. I don't need all that stuff. I'm decorate with this one here. I'm deck the house with gingerbread. Huh? Oh, you remember when you was a kid and you made the gingerbread one?
Yeah, in fact, I have a gingerbread house kit over there that I was maybe gonna do, you know, for the holidays.
Yeah. Well, if you come to my house, you're gonna get a gingerbread if you're not careful, Karyn.
Yeah, I think I'll so Renato, why don't you? I was explaining to Anthony, he's hopefully going to be able to join us on the after party, and now he's funny. He's like, "When is that?"
Wait, who?
Anthony for the after party, because now he's like,
you?
"Oh, I don't know if I'm staying up that late."
What happened to this guy here?
Well, Dean is our guest for this part, and then
I understand. I understand that, but we haven't seen our light-skinned snowman in a long time here.
I know.
Wow. Yeah, he's the eggnog. We need that one. He's the color of eggnog. And what would you be?
Yeah.
What would you be?
The
shortbread. Go ahead.
I'm saying, how are you?
Oh, you said how are you? I thought you was looking at something. I'm good. Look at me. Look at the lighting. God, are you?
It looks good. You finally figured it out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, see, damn, he looked 20 years younger. Look at that one. I'm here fresh. Sometimes I come on here and I'm dragging my ass. I haven't had no sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe I was drinking. Maybe I was drinking the night before, and I look like shit sometimes. I mean, for me, it's looking like shit. What are you doing now? The average.
I think this is too close to me. I was like, I don't know if it's too
You're
close.
trying to show them the cleave.
No.
Leave it to
you if I did, though, right?
Oh, Merry Christmas. Leave it to cleaver. Oh. Leave it to cleavage.
Well, you do seem refreshed. You seem extra, like, you seem upbeat. You seem...
Well, I'm in the Christian spirit, like a Ebenezer Scrooge.
But Ebenezer so this is Ebenezer after the third ghost.
Well, I'm happy in the reverse. I'm happy that I've discovered not to have a girlfriend, not to be around my kids, nobody during Christmas. So I don't have to get nobody any present. And then some people send me a gift cards, and I just send back a thank you email for her.
Okay.
So it's better to receive than also to give.
So that answers my other question then, whether or not you've finished your Christmas shopping.
No, everybody was naughty. I bought stuff for myself this year, Karyn.
Oh, did you?
I was a secret Santa.
Oh, yeah?
Myself. I don't tell anybody what I bought for myself.
What'd you get yourself?
A couple of. I'm treating myself to all kind of stuff. So I'm getting all the food I want, all the alcohol, all the. I'm treating myself to a lot of goodies. The high class stuff.
Good.
You understand?
Good. Yeah. Good. Hey, I should also say, I have a new modem. I apologize for last week. We had.
Why you gotta let that to be in the past? This is the Christmas present. Why you gotta go to the ghost of Christmas past?
Because
that was. I don't want to rehash that one.
But I just want to let people know.
I love you too, Luana.
Regardless, we had a great conversation with Sergio Pettis. I just want to let people know that they should go back and look at that episode with Sergio, because we had a great conversation with him. This is episode 16, Renato. Do you know, I thought about this. This means that you and I have been seeing each other on Tuesday nights and our friends for 4 months now. That's probably the longest relationship you've had in a while.
If in 2 more episodes, the podcast will be able to date me.
Yes, at age 18.
Let's keep going here. Let's get you the 18. Oh, you're welcome, Luana. Look at
Bryant Boxing. And by the way, Bryant Boxing should know that these are always. Oh, I don't want to knock over my display. The Bryant Boxing people sent me these great gloves.
Who's that? The Bryant Box?
Yeah, Bryant Boxing.
Wait, who is the Bryant Boxing?
They sent these to me, and they're always I always keep them in the background here for when I'm doing the podcast with Angie too. I need to actually use them, And I've been talking about when I go out to work in Vegas, you know, at some point I need to go over to the PI, and maybe Dean is one of those people, if he gets on here, would train me. So that's the thing, you know, I'm out in Vegas a lot for work, and I would like to use those and get some work in.
Now, who is Brian? Which Brian are we talking about here?
It's a Bryant Boxing.
Yeah, I understand, but which Brian? Who? Brian who? His name is Brian Boxing?
No, it's Bryant Boxing. That's the name of the company. I don't know which one of them.
Oh, that's your company?
It's not my company, but they sent them to me. I saw their stuff, and I was like,
got you. I thought you said Brian.
Like, I got to get on board. And then they were so cool, and they sent me these gloves, and they sent me wraps, and they sent me a T-shirt. They're like, awesome. So
wow,
it makes sense that, like, you know,
it do make sense. At first I was confused. I thought you said Brian, like Brian.
No, it's Bryant, like my name.
Got you. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Like I always say, like Kobe, no relation, but may he rest in peace. So
yeah, well, what about tell Brian to where's my fucking gloves and my piece of the action? They didn't brought me nothing for Chris.
Their name is not Laranja Boxing.
Yeah, but I'm you know, I'm in cahoots with you now. So, you know, if I look good, you look good, Bohan. Don't be cheap.
I'll give you one glove. How about that? We're both Art Jimerson.
Oh, I like Art Jimerson, Bohan. He never got his chance to shine. He was this close, almost. Oh, wow. Art. Now they...
So how have we been? Okay,
so let me tell you something.
This
cat, everybody usually get along here, you know? And then all of a sudden, when I turn this thing on, they having a fist fight here, the cats. And going like, ah, yeah. Like they can sense that I'm trying to enjoy life here. Get the fuck out of here.
Usually it's the dog.
Do you hear? Are you heard that? It went.
Okay, so there's some questions for you before we get to Dean. People were asking, well, yeah, I guess a couple of people were asking what it was that you had given to yourself. But, you know, I want people to know Dean was in Tyron's corner. So we are going to talk about that fight, and we're going to talk about some stuff. And we will definitely take that conversation also over to the...
Why you want to bring up unpleasant stuff?
I know it was incredibly unpleasant, but Dean was in his corner.
I know. I'm prepared for that one. Look, I'm mentally prepared.
Yeah, I
was trying to enjoy myself before even thinking about that shit, but
Okay, so we won't talk about that part. But what did you make of the Black Beast? His win over Chris Dawkins?
What was I doing? Somehow I missed the Black Beast. I feel like I was doing what day was that shit? The
Saturday? And you didn't have a high rollers this week.
No, I know, but I was I was doing some fucking thing where I know why it was on earlier than I thought. Wasn't it early? It wasn't a normal chimey.
It was our normal time.
You sure?
Yeah, Black Beast walked it around. Prelims or main card was at...
Well, whatever, it don't matter.
4, so he walked it around 6:30 or so.
I missed the Beast because for some reason I thought it was a little later, and I was fucking around doing some stuff, and I thought I got chime, and then a friend of mine sent me something, and I said, what the fuck? I thought we was like in the I fucked up somehow. I fucked up. Oh, wow. What are you going to do?
At least you can admit it. I'm curious what people think because Chris Dawkins, I do believe, is the future of the division.
Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, you got to love the Beast. But Dawkins is an exciting fighter, too. And his younger brother, I believe his name is Kyle.
Yep.
He followed me. So he's a Laranjino. So because after one of his fights, I went, I like this kid. Let me give him a follow. Yeah. And then I saw he was like clockwork. He was already follow you, Uncle Hanach.
Hey, you just gave me a great idea. At one point, we should see if we can get Chris and Kyle on together.
Of course. That's on the list, the Christmas list.
That'd be good. That'd be
really
really
I can
good.
Make that shit happen.
I think that would be really good. Chris and Kyle, if you're watching or if any of your friends are watching, you're going to be getting a call from me. I should tell people, I was starting to say it at the beginning, that I had reached out to Calvin Cater. He couldn't do it this week, but he's going to do it on January 4th. So we've already actually got our guest booked for a couple weeks.
Goody gumdrops. I can't wait. Calvin Cage, huh? We got to wait for you, Calvin Cater? You're supposed to be catering. You're supposed to Calvin cater to us, not to you, you fucking...
Wow.
He's got another thing coming if he's thinking.
Well, the reason is Tuesdays. I talked to Tyson, his coach, and Tuesdays are sparring nights for them. And I thought
he's trained by Mike Tyson.
No, Tyson Chartier is his coach.
Tyson who?
Chartier or Chartier, really, but he's from Boston, so it's Chartier.
Yeah.
I'm from Boston. I can say that it's the New England
Tyson
cartel. The New England
Chartier.
cartel, and his name would be Tyson Chartier, but I believe
Chartier.
Chartier.
Oh, yeah.
Chartier.
Tyson Chartier.
Tyson Chartier. But yeah.
Oh
cool.
fuck! Get tell Vinny MMA. You can I can't get him out of here, but get him out of here. He's a turd in the punch bowl.
Is Vinny Magalesh here?
He was. He said hi, Karyn. He's trying to be a wise guy. Get him out of there.
Hi,
that's
Vinny.
a fly in the orange. That's a turd.
Hi, Vinny.
He's a shit heel. He's a fat pig, a shit heel.
No, he's not. He's a handsome guy.
Okay, you know what? Pretty soon my modem is gonna be fucking up like yours pretty soon, and you're gonna be found yourself alone with fat pig. Bring the fat pig on here instead, and he can carry the luggage for you here.
I'm just saying, whatever. Look, we're not going to talk about Vinny. We're going to talk about
Vinny,
the man
keep
who is
fucking
everybody's big brother.
Keep fucking around, and you're gonna.
The international man of mystery. The
oh,
man.
Thank you.
Dean
Thank
Thomas. You. Nobody wears an ascot better than this man, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Thomas.
First of all, young blood. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
He's spinning.
So.
there we are.
Okay, so Gene Thomas, he'll quick, my brother. Do he have maybe the problem with the phone?
Yo, what up, light skin?
Oh wow, hey, you call him like you see him. But wait a second, I see you put a filch so you can look it lighter. You see that one? You see?
No, man, that's the light
all the way up, huh?
I got the light on. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to fit in tonight because I ain't got no dark skin. I ain't got the dark skin Avengers with me right now. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm surrounded by all this light skin. I gotta put the light on me.
You're on your own now. It's like a civil war. It's like a Marvel Civil War.
We're all friends here, Dean.
Now, well, when it comes to that, we're friends. But if you come light skin to dark skin Avenger, I'm sorry. That's
we do have to choose. We have to choose sides.
Yeah,
I know, and I know what side y'all on.
Yeah, exactly. It's the light-skinned Accord. What was the one in the Avenge? The what Accord or something? The Slovakia Accord?
Right,
yeah.
right. Well, we're gonna have a brown paper bag or something. And,
yeah, you're not invited to our part of the Avenge. But let me tell you, I'm so glad because
we love you, Dean.
We got on a negative subject there when we was talking about Vinny. I almost had to mention to him, that his wife Vinny might GM for him. But never mind that. But anyway.
Dean is here now. Can we move on?
Well, yeah, I prefer that. And also, Halfion Staats is there. He's an upcoming fighter. You saw he's on there.
Yes.
He can be on your team, the dark. Now, he's kind of in the middle. He's a milk chalk.
Well, I need something. I need somebody to help me out. You know what I'm saying?
You need like a Congo. Sometimes he come on like Czech Congo.
You need Czech Congo.
You need the guy.
Yeah, I got Rashad.
Yeah, you need
King Mo.
What? King Mo. You can have that one. Who else you need? You need like some when they have models from like Senegal or something like that, where they have like put the thing with the long neck and the stuff like that.
And the rings.
Yeah, you need some stuff.
Do that.
You need that kind of stuff. You're dark.
Yeah. At any rate, Dean, let's move on from
So what's up, y'all? What's popping? What's popping?
Hey, how are you?
This is it.
I know that, so folks should know this. Dean is doing us a real solid here by staying up late. This is a man who when we've been in Vegas on work weekends, I'm like, yo, Dean, we rolling out, we going to do this thing. And you're like, yeah, I'm right there. And I'm like, where is Dean? Why isn't he answering my text? It's because he's asleep.
Well, but no, he's not asleep. He's got somebody in the bed, but he's not. He's in the bed, but he's not asleep for her.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hanana, you know what I'll be doing.
I know what. I know how he operates. This guy, don't let the smooth chase to fool you. He's up to no good. For
Oh, I've always said that. I think in Florida, like I feel like Dean. And by the way, Dean, I'm going to be there in a couple weeks, and you know my mom doesn't live too far from you, so I'm going to holler at you, and maybe we can hang out while we're in Florida.
Right, you're going to bring your mom over to hang out and to go to Betty Bye with
No, not to go. Oh my God, no! I'm just saying, Dean lives very close to my mom, and like I feel like we're going to be there in a couple weeks. We should hang out.
Dude, Gene, you like a Jamaican food, boy?
I like Jamaican food. I like them a little older too.
I was just gonna use your dad single though, but you know, I mean, my mom looks great still, so I'm not trying to like sell. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway,
you're a stone freak, Karyn Bryant.
I'm a freak. Hey, listen, I know. Listen, and I told you this before, Karyn. I used to have the biggest crush on you back when I was in high school. I swear to God. Woo! I'm talking about. I got socks that were molded like casts. They probably still sitting there.
Hey, that's a high compliment. Listen to that. You got to think about that.
I mean, thank you.
Yeah.
What do I say?
Yeah. That was back in the day. Yeah. That was back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But now we co-workers, we cool, and you know what I'm saying? We we family now.
Right.
But you're still thinking about it though, Karyn.
Right?
Nah, man, that was back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I was, you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, yeah, I have many, you know, never mind, listen. Where were we?
Well, we were joking one time, Renato, this is funny, but like we took a picture on set one time, Dean and I, and we were joking that we looked like a couple, like it looked like if you went to Home Goods or you went to a store and there was a picture frame, you know how they have like
they have the already one,
frame, yeah. And then we were saying that like we looked like this couple in the picture frame that like, oh, they look like a night, you know, it was very funny because you were probably wearing an ascot or something, and
yeah, I was looking all bougie and light skin and shit.
Yeah, they put some makeup on you or something like that.
Yeah, they be putting the makeup on me, and they always put the extra light one on because they be trying to make me look light skinned. I said, yo, I told the girl to use charcoal because I wanted to keep it in the roots.
Oh, Caralho, Hoots, they're trying to do a heat makeup, Hoots. You're gonna be the next LeVar Burch.
Yeah, I'm playing Kunta Kinte.
Yeah, you go Chobe now. You name Kuncha now. Kuncha and Chobe. You know how he's like. It was sad. You remember that? He was.
Yeah, he said,
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I mean, I remember. Yeah, it was sad.
Well, you felt bad because you thought he was like, you was like, now he's never gonna give in, you know, because he say like, they say, boy, you name me Chobe, and he go Kuncha, and then they whip every time, you know, and then after a while he's like, they like, you name me Chobe, he like Kuncha, and then they like, you name Chobe, he's like, oh, okay, Chobe, fuck, you know, God. He's like, okay, Chobe, goddamn for her. I mean, you can't blame that guy. I would have did the same. I would have said, you name me Chobe, Laranja, Chobe. I mean, just
you
to
know,
get them
I
off
still
my
can't
back
hear the name Toby and not get like triggered.
Yeah, I hear that name. It sounds fucked. When I hear, only white guys usually have it that name.
Toby.
It sounds
like Toby McGuire.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only coolest one. But Chobe sounds like a little. It don't even sound like a man. It sounds like a little white kid, like a cute white kid. Chobe. You know what I mean? Like, you can't imagine like a woman calling out when she's getting fucked by that one, going like, "Oh, Chobe, oh Chobe, fuck me, Chobe."
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That don't never happen.
That don't sound sexy.
No.
It's Chobe.
It's not a name I want to yell out.
Oh, the Pitmaster. Is that the heel Pitmaster?
Yeah, that's John Hackleman. John Hackleman just popped in.
Oh, the hack.
But he said shush. He said shush.
Oh, he don't want nobody to know.
Oh, the Chobe stuff. Is that his heel name, Chobe? Or he don't want people knowing about
his name is really Toby Hackleman.
Yeah.
Hey, so speaking of getting effed, Dean, there's no easy way to say it. It was worst case scenario for Tyron on Saturday.
Oh, so we're getting into this shit already?
Yes, we are. You were in his corner.
Okay.
I was watching. I literally felt sick to my stomach. Like I didn't want to see that. I'm okay with my friend losing. I'm okay with, you know, whatever. I'm happy he's getting a paycheck, but like, I didn't want to see him go out like that. And it made me sick to my stomach. I didn't like it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, but you know, for me, I'm a bit desensitized to seeing people get knocked out sometimes, but it's still hard when it's your friend.
Ugh.
So to see your friend go face first into the canvas, that is kind of hard to see. But so I have to sometimes compartmentalize and go, all right, that's my friend. But you know what? This is just a fight. So this is another guy who just got knocked out.
Like a doctor.
So like that's how I look at it.
You know how doctors, surgeons, or whatever, they have to go, I gotta detach my feelings off of that, or else I'll you know, they can't do it, you know? So you're
right.
Like, the success, the surgery was a success, but the patient died or whatever. God on you. Oh, wow.
Right. Or like being a gynecologist. Like, I don't know how those guys do it. Like, I couldn't be a gynecologist looking at nasty coochies all day. You know what I'm saying? How do you do that?
It ruined the mystique for her.
Yeah.
How do we go from a conversation about Tyron's knockout to...
I've heard that about chicks that I fucked with who was like a dental technician or whatever. They say it's hard for them to even kiss some Chinese people because they know how nasty people's mouth is, you know?
That makes sense.
They think about that shit, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know how to get... Okay, so all right, back what was you saying about Tyron?
Well, no, that's what I was going to say. So obviously I've gotten used to it too, right? I mean, I can't have this job and not see my good friends in great situations and then see my good friends in bad situations. But when you go back and when you look at the tape, I don't know if you have or what, I mean, Tyron's been cool about it on his social media, kind of getting out there in front of it and like giving money to people who posted funny stuff. And somebody posted a really fun one where Tyron hit the canvas and then went through some layers, like some funny stuff. But I know it has to hurt, right? So how did that go, you know, in terms of like what you guys prepared for? Because it was such a short preparation time. And we know that Jake is much bigger and he is powerful. So, I mean, I don't want to say were you surprised, but like, what did you prepare for versus what you got?
So first off, like, we can't make excuses. Like, we don't want to make excuses like it was a short time, Jake is bigger, blah, blah, blah. Those are all just excuses. Those are not reasons why he lost. Those are just excuses. The reality is that even before the fight was announced, Tyron had a feeling that this was going to happen, and he started training. And he was actually training for some other fights that may potentially have materialized. So Tyron was ready. He was ready physically, mentally, emotionally. And the day before the fight, and I just posted a picture of this on my Instagram of me and him hugging. And right before we hugged, he looked at me and he said, that old Tyron that you bet against, or that you bet on, that you had faith in, is back. The Tyron from Carlos Condit is back. And Darren Till, he's back. And you're going to see him. And that was what we wanted to get out of him. Just the youth, a youthful fighter out of Tyron. But we can't forget, he's still 39 years old. And he made a career off of beating guys up from being more explosive, more powerful, so on and so forth. And at 39, you have to imagine that some of that is gone. So some of his explosion, some of his reflexes, some of that stuff is gone. Now, when you fight a guy like Jake Paul, who's younger, he's got youth on his side, he hits hard. He got Tyron to bite on a feint that Tyron probably wouldn't have bit on, you know, a few years ago. He bit on that feint. And in practice, you bite on a feint like that, you get hit, you know, oh, you're a good shot. But when you get a guy like Jake Paul who hits really hard, you bite on that feint, and it was lights out. One shot, and that was all it took. Man, you got to take your hat off to Jake Paul. I mean, at the end of the day, he came out and did his thing.
Let me ask you a question. Well, first of all, as you're saying this, maybe I should address this because I'm getting a lot of comment in the, I mean, not that I want to pay too much attention to what people are saying in here, but you keep hearing 39 is not old, 39 is not that old, and then you're saying, people are saying like, oh, Hendo did this, that, and the other thing at 40. Now, the thing is, though, you got to imagine, you got to imagine Hendo was doing that in MMA. You know, so if you take this and you transport this fight and put it in a cage with MMA rules, you know who's gonna win that fight. That's easy money, okay? So that's.
I mean, we saw the takedown.
He got the hip throw. Exactly.
Yeah, so that's a whole different stuff. That's a different conversation, and you know, this is a different arena and stuff. It's a different skill set.
Well, I would say to your point, Renato, look at you, Renato, making a real legit point. But Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, also 38 years old, and we saw how much Bilal, and I'm not trying to discredit Bilal, because obviously Bilal put on a great effing show. But Stephen Thompson, 38 years old, same thing, where people were like, this guy's world. They're like, what happened? Well,
yeah, it happened. It's the fight game, Poha, you know? Now, I want to ask you a specific question because, okay, as a friend but more of a fan also of Tyron, I thought to myself, okay, this one, he realized that he needs to get after this fucking kid and get in his face. You understand? So that was what I was looking to see, okay? Now, when I was watching the fight, before the knockout happened, I was getting so frustrated because it was clear that when Tyron let his hands go, good stuff was happening. Mm-hmm. And when he get close and get some uppercut and whatnot, you know, when they was not clinching, good stuff was happening. But then I saw, it almost seemed like he was going to go in with one or two shots, and then there was a clinch, whether it was initiated by Tyron or it was initiated by Jackie Paul. And then so I was getting so frustrated because I felt like even when Paul didn't have the opportunity to clinch him, it felt that Tyron was content to do that sometime. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, the reason why, that was just, when you have two fighters that want to fight from two different ranges, yeah, you're going to get that a lot, because Tyron needs to be at a certain range, which is a little bit closer than Jake's range. Jake wants to be on the outside by a few inches. So Tyron comes in a little too far. Jake's like, oh, too close, I got to grab him. Or the other way around.
That's why
Jake's,
headbutt. Yeah.
Right, and that's how it happened. Or Jake's a little too far. Tyron pushes in a little too hard. He's jamming his punches, so now he has to grab him. That's just two guys that couldn't establish the range that they wanted to fight that fight at. Because, and you know, you also got to think too, is they're kind of inexperienced in a sense that they're not used to forcing guys to fight in the range that they want, because
you neither of them is used to that as a
match.
Here's my question. Now, I made my bones in full contact capoeira, so it's a slightly different skill set, okay, in the striking. Now, if I'm not correct, you're clinching, okay? Is there a situation where you can disengage, push off, and without waiting for the half to break you up, where you have to go all the way this far and start from square one again? You clinched up with the guy. Can you unhook and fucking push a little distance and start getting in there a little closer?
You absolutely can. But again, so that's a different skill set.
Why didn't we solve that? That's me as I'm asking this question.
And that's a different skill set that not a lot of guys work on. And that requires, you know, a special technique and training, and not a lot of guys work on that. When you watch guys do pad work, they fighting from the range that they want to fight at. They don't start from the clinch, break, and then let their hands go, shoe shine their hands. They keep it at that range. So not a lot of guys are comfortable with doing that. That's why you don't see it often.
Yeah, I wanted to see some of that, James Toney, you know what I'm saying? Some of that James Toney.
Trust me, I wanted to see some of that too, but they weren't capable of doing that. Yeah. Not at this level.
I need to come into the next training camp? Do you need some of the expertise?
Yeah, I think we need to bring James Toney in.
No, I'm talking about myself. Enough. James Toney did his caper. It's time for me to make some fucking Christmas money over here.
Okay. Well, if you want to come in, you know what I'm saying, I'll make a recommendation.
Well, please, because I need to get mine. I'll teach them some capoeira, uppercut, and some Also, Kung Fu heavy stuff called poison hands, where you can pinch somebody. You understand? It can be very uncomfortable.
Well, I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I've seen some incredible self-defense videos right now on the internet with that cop guy talking about how I can disarm the dude behind me in the car seat, you know, take the gun away from him and everything. So,
you know what's sad about that guy? He first of all, he tried to look like Christopher William.
Hey, I was about to say, ain't he y'all's president?
No,
or
he's not.
Is him? Is he the president of the light skin affiliation? It's him and Juicy Smoothie and Smoothier.
Nah.
We don't want Juicy
We don't fuck with Smoochier. We don't fuck with that guy.
It's not ours.
Yeah, he think he's genuine. He looked like a fat genuine. But you know what the thing is? Here's the problem with that guy. I don't give a fuck what he teach people. If you're stupid enough to learn that, that's your problem, okay? But the problem with that guy is, now I know you guys think, a lot of people think he's just a comedian or something. That dude was getting paid by the cops was paying this guy to teach them the techniques. That's not just a comedy hooching.
No,
really?
I always thought it was.
It's legit, huh? Like these,
like
he really gets paid to teach that stuff.
You know how. But he's been doing this for a long time. People is just getting hip to it. I've been sharing that guy's shit to friends of mine. I go, look at this fucking shit. But he's trained. You know how the Gracies teach some people, you know, some self-defense to cops and stuff. Yeah. That guy got a contract with certain stuff. He bamboozled people into that shit. I seen seminars where he's teaching cops that one.
It so clearly doesn't work though. Who falls?
How you know? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. It's mind-boggling.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Go look at some of the old ones. You see him teaching heel people, cops. Yeah.
So listen, Dean. You know, it's tough because, as I mentioned, you know, Tyron has been getting in front of this stuff and having fun with it on Instagram. And
well, I don't know that he's having so much fun.
Well, that's what I was just about to say.
He's doing the best he can with that one.
That's what I was going to say. Is because for me, you know, look at Tyron has very publicly had to go through a lot of ups and downs, and he's dealt with a lot. Even when he was on top of the world, even when he was winning everything, he had people still talking crap about him. So
true.
You know what I mean? So he's a guy that, you know, I've known a long time, and even at his highest moments had people taking away from him. So I feel like there's a lot of people excited about kicking him when he's down, which I don't like at all.
Of course.
It feels really crappy. So what do you say to a guy after that in the locker room? What did you guys do? Like, how do you go forward from here?
I mean, for as bad as it was, I've never seen anybody handle it as well as he did. For as bad as it was.
Well, that money can dry a lot of those tears.
It had to be, but I mean, but in the locker room,
get paid.
Yeah, but you know, even in the locker room, his mother was so positive, saying, you know, just hey, it wasn't his time. It wasn't. This was meant to be. There's a bigger story to tell. I know this sucks right now, but there's a bigger story to tell, and somehow he was able to deal with that. Like for me, I would have been on suicide watch right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm cutting these wrists. Like I don't.
Yeah. I was, when that shit happened, I was watching on the computer, and I just turned the fucking. I just closed it and went.
You paid for a computer stream, huh?
Yeah, you can listen. What are you, a cop? Fuck the cops. You're not paying my. You're gonna contribute to the fucking stuffs. I paid for the last one, porra. So listen. So I closed that fucking computer, and I didn't want to see like the marination of that. I didn't want to see the homeboy jump on the hopes and do any kind of stuff or say any kind of shit. I just went and I just went and started washing some dishes. and in my place of just I was just thinking to myself, the only thing that I thought was, okay, first of all, Renato Laranja, this isn't you, okay? This didn't happen to you. So just remember that. Because you take it so personal.
I took it hard. I took it real hard. The
second part, I said, listen, Tyron is playing a game here where if he wins, I'm going to wallow in it and watch all the fun stuffs and all the memes of Jake Paul getting fucked up and all that stuff. So with that come the other side of the coin, where you just got to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to heap the benefit, if you win, you got to heap the shitty stuffs, you know? And it's just the way it go, you know? With the great reward, come the risk of just total fucking misery.
You're right about that. We live by the sword and we got to die by the sword. But here's the worst part about it, was that I go to UFCs almost every weekend. I've been doing this for over 20 years. And this was like no event that I've ever been to.
I mean it was a spectacle.
The spectacle of it.
Yeah.
And the hardest part about watching Tyron get knocked out was watching him get knocked out in front of all these young YouTube. Like it's different when you're around fighters. And fighters, we see a brother get knocked out and we be like, keep your head up, homie. It happened to us all.
Right.
But when this happened in front of a bunch of YouTubers and teenage kids, it's like they don't get it, and it's almost unfair that they get to witness a real true warrior like Tyron Woodley have this happen to him by Jake Paul. And to me, that was the hardest part to deal with.
Yeah, well, you know what? When I thought about it, in that respect, you know, when I thought about it, I heard him a little message, and one of the things I said in there is, listen, just remember, no matter what any of these fucking people say, no matter if it's just some fucking YouTube kids or if it's even a famous rapper or a famous sports figure. I'm glad you found this funny, Karyn Bryant. I'm glad you think Tyron getting knocked out is fucking funny, but not to me.
I don't. I think
I'm gonna show
a famous rapper.
Now listen,
but drop these hats.
It can be It can be the famous, it can be Ice-T, it can be whoever, it can be all these kind of, none of these people who's criticizing you here, not a one have did what you did in combat sports.
Exactly.
None of them. Not even the famous people, you know, not even the famous guys in football, whatever.
Yep.
None of them has did or could ever do in their lifetime what you did. So you have to remember that.
Yep.
You have to
and I agree with you. I think that's part of it, though, is that even at his peak, Tyron wasn't getting the respect he was due. That's my whole point. And
well, so because he talked a lot of shit. He brought that upon himself. Fair enough. You know what I'm saying? He's polarizing. We like him, but you can see how people don't. Just like if you're a Colby Covington fan, if you can't see why some people don't like him, then you're fucking stupid.
I get it. You know, like I said, again,
I get why some people don't like the guy, but I like the guy.
And so it hurts. It hurts when I see people disparaging a friend of mine, and it also hurts when I see my friends, you know, lose a fight, get knocked out. I mean, the same night Angela lost a bull crap decision. You know what I mean? It's like,
I hate when people talk about you. People talk about you, and I go, listen, she's a good person. Don't talk that shit. Stop.
Who talks crap about me?
I don't know.
That is true.
In private.
Renato, I'm with you on that. When people talk about her, woo.
I'm kidding. Listen, she's gonna get all bent out of shit. I'm kidding. Nobody says shit about you. They say stuff that they want to do about you, but they don't say. I mean, to do to you, but they don't say nothing bad about you.
I mean, look at.
I got the socks to prove it.
Exactly. See, his have those casts like
Hey, so Dean, what's next though, in terms of you, because you coach for him? So like, what would you tell Tyron to do? Because honestly, if it's me and I'm Tyron, I have that money and I have, you know, whatever, like I'm just going to coast and like kick back for a while and maybe just chill out and like take a vacation. But also I wouldn't want people to think, oh, I'm running away and hiding. So like, what do you think he's going to do?
Well, I mean, obviously he's not, because like he's been more active on his social media, it seems, now than before the fight. And he seems to kind of be embracing this attention. Me, personally, I'm buying a van and you'll never see me again if that happens to me.
Yeah,
I'm the same.
I'm out for a while.
Forget that.
Yeah, not for a while, forever.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, if you got FU money, then I guess you could. I don't know if it was FU money or if it was just I'll see you in 5 years money.
Can he
5 years might be enough time. Who?
Can he bless me with some money, maybe?
I think
for just being a friend, huh?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's how I get paid, just being a friend.
I wish. Yeah, how come he never get? Well, yeah, I want to be part of the entourage next Chinese.
So, what do you think of Dean?
You know, I think he comes back out, boxes again. Maybe somebody like Anthony Taylor, and then I think he continues to make music.
You know who he should fight? Lawrence Chandler. They should do a stuff like with fighting, because it seems like those football guys like to talk a lot of shit. They should I think he should fight one of those big mouth and shut one of those guys just for a little appetizer.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, like a heel famous football player, you know?
Listen, I was surprised that Frank Gore lost to Tyron Williams. I was totally surprised.
The heart of a light-skinned champion.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, first off, he light-skinned. He played basketball. Like, all the signs point to just being straight soft.
Hey,
so I don't know how he won that fight. How he win that fight?
The heart. He got heart. You know why? Because he's playing in a dark man's sport. So he's had to fight for everything he got. His whole life. He been called, like me, they want to call me Chico the Barge, Genuine, all that kind of stuff. On the watch, they call me, you know, all kind of name, and that's why I had to knock out a couple guys on the basketball court.
So life's harder as a light skin.
Yeah, and now I can't dunk anymore, you know, because my body is more seasoned, it's more vintage, so I can't dunk anymore. But in the old days, I used to be able to dunk. And that's how I used to be able to get picked up, because they was like, nah, get Eric Benet out of the, you know, like they didn't want to pick me up. Yeah. But then I had to, like, in the warm-up, I had to throw down a little dunk so that they fucking go, oh, yeah, I got you. You want to hunt? You want to hunt? So I was like, yeah, fuck. You know, that's what I had to do. I had to do something, you know, to show them I'm not, you know.
So did you try to kick it to Hallie too?
No, I never got a hold of that one. I never been in the same room with that one. No. Oh, wow.
I tried, but I didn't.
But ask you, Dean, if you tried.
But she be with that brother that looked like Shannon Briggs. You know, the old.
Who is he? He looks like he's like some jazz musician or something.
What? It's like a bodyguard or like a.
No, her boyfriend. He's got a salt and pepper kind of beard. He's like a good looking dude, but I know what you mean with the Shannon thing, because he kind of has like the kind of beard and face like him, but he's much leaner.
Yeah, he's a smaller Shannon Briggs.
Like a.
He wear a little hat.
Chef.
Yeah.
You know, like who have a fancy New Orleans restaurant, and he was like the next fucking chef or whatever.
Right.
Man, fuck that. I'm gonna be next, boy. I got next.
You got next. You got next. All right. Well, both of you guys can shoot your shot. But you know, so Dean, I wanted to ask you, you know, because it's funny because I was going through some stuff, and I think a while back I sent you that picture because we were at work, and I forgot that you were supposed to fight Ricardo Mayorga.
Oh.
And I was actually working that fight, and so it was a shine fight. You were, and I forgot that it was you, because I distinctly remember a lot of the shenanigans that were going on at work when we were supposed to do this fight. But I had forgotten that it was you. And then I came across some stuff, and I was like, holy crap. And we were joking about this, but how insane is that? And I remember you came to work and you showed a thing of like one of your retirement fights when there was a bunch of young kids that are like, we're newcomers coming on it. But like the Mayorga thing, like, how did that even come about? Like, you've had some really incredibly random, but awesome things that have happened in your career.
Yeah, I mean, that came about when, you know, I was kind of in limbo with my career. Like, I had just gotten cut from the UFC.
Oh,
and, yeah, I got cut from the UFC. And then I was like, I need to find something to do. Bellator was just coming out, and Bellator didn't want me. And then, like, all these different tell me about it. I'm like, God. You know, so, like, it was tough. Like, when you get cut from the UFC, like, it's not like everybody's calling you. They're like, oh, man,
Now, King of the Cage was calling you for her.
King of the Cage, Gladiator Challenge, Monty Cox was trying to get me fights. He wanted me to fight Jeremy Horn. I was like, God damn. No, but so then I heard about Sean fights. They were looking for an opponent for Ricardo Mayorga. Yeah. And it was like and it was up between me, Masvidal, Eve Edwards, and they were like, because they need somebody who's going to stand with them.
Yeah.
And they can talk trash with them. I said, I promise you, just put me in. Put me in. I'll talk with the best of them. I can hang with the best of them, and I'll stand with them. Even though I was lying, I wasn't going to stand with them. I was lying. I was like, I'll stand with them. And so like all my training footage, I was boxing and everything, but I wasn't still stand up for a second of that fight.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, you get paid anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah. So then it was supposed to happen, and it was just about to happen. People were walking in the arena. I remember Shogun and Ninja. Ninja was in the back getting his hands wrapped.
I know.
And, yeah. And then Don King, Don King showed up to the courthouse with $1 million in a duffel bag and got an injunction put on it. The cops were like, this fight is not happening. And I was like, oh, my moment. That was going to be my moment where I was going to be a superstar. That was my shining moment.
Did you never get paid a cent from that shit?
No, I got paid a little bit too. They gave me a little bit of money too.
Okay, cool.
Well, I remember hanging out in the hotel, and a lot of the fighters didn't get paid, and it was like 2 in the morning and stuff, and people were still waiting for them to like come back. And I remember there was another fight on. There was like a Showtime fight that night, and a bunch of us were watching in the hotel. And so we were watching some other fight, but I distinctly remember like a lot of people looking for the folks that ran it, like, yo, I need to get paid. And my buddy Eduardo Alonso was there with Ninja and Shogun and stuff, and they were like, yeah, like, we need our money. And a lot of people didn't get paid.
Yo, that shit was intense. I remember Ron Foster, poor Ron Foster, they kind of left him hanging. You know Ron, right? Like, they kind of left him hanging, and he was just in the back trying to cool things out. And and just calm everybody down. And everybody was so pissed. And the promoters, like the real head guys, they just kind of took off. They couldn't deal with it. They were just time to split.
Yeah.
And they split and left Ron Foster there by himself. And he was in the back like, guys, please, we're going to handle this.
Yeah. There was that.
Yeah, I hate those situations. I've been in so many of those fucking shitty situations. People shaking and faking with the money afterward.
It sucks. Well, and the thing is and Mayorga is scary, right? So I had worked for Showtime Championship Boxing.
Oh, he's a very scary person.
For like 3.5 years, and I'd done some Mayorga stuff, and like, he's Nicaraguan. He would walk around smoking all the time, and I was like, how is this guy going to be the main event? And about
getting into machete fights and crazy shit.
But like, dude was scary. So the fact that you were even going to fight him, like, I don't know, man.
Oh man, I was just going to take him down and choke him out. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like right around the same time that James Toney fought Randy Couture.
Right.
But this was what happened before that. Yeah. I was like, this is my easiest paycheck to date. I was like, God damn. Then they cut the plug on it. I said, God damn.
Yeah. You were all looking forward to that. I was looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, man, I was like, because that was a rough time. I couldn't catch a break. I couldn't get a fight nowhere.
So how did that work out though? That, like you said, you got cut from the UFC, and now you do the stuff with Matt. You were on looking for a fight with Dana. Like, you obviously are very close to Dana and stuff now. So like, it's kind of weird that you would ever even get cut. Like, how did the sort of relationship flow?
I mean, it's business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, fighters got to understand, like, every fighter likes to think that the UFC revolves around them because their career revolves around them. Yeah. But the organization revolves around the organization. And the organization has to run in a way where it's constantly moving, where fighters are constantly fighting. And then if you can't be champion and you prove that you are not worthy of being champion, you got to go. We got to bring the next guy in. Yeah. Because there's so many guys that want to get in. So that's the thing, is they're always trying to make room for new guys. So if you're not the one that's going to really be challenging for the title or bringing in the numbers, you got to go. And that was me. Like, I was in a position where I had lost and then I lost to Kenny Florian. I lost to Josh Neer, and they were like, "Oh, I know. Tell me about it."
How are you gonna lose to Kenny Florian?
Kenny's good.
I'm just playing. I love Kenny.
No, what he did, you know, Kenny hit me with that smolder in the beginning. He was like,
"Ooh,"
he hit me
with the blue steel, and I was paralyzed for a moment.
Yeah, Ben Stiller got you.
Yeah, he hit me with that Ben Stiller.
Now, so would you go back to the barbershop after that? Like, would they like, fuck, you know, like, how you gonna lose to Ben Stiller? God, are you?
Yeah. Luckily, the UFC wasn't as big as it is now because nobody really remembers it.
Yeah.
Nobody knew.
Well, we're gonna that one here.
Yeah, no
make
kidding.
Sure they remember that one.
But nah, man. So like, I lost to those guys, and Dana was just like, "Hey, man, you gotta go. You know, you gotta go." And I was like, "All right, cool. I'll find something else to do." I mean, we weren't really homeboys, but I mean, you know, we homeboys enough. But I understood it.
It's
maybe he, like the guy said, maybe he thought you were Shawnee Carter.
Yeah.
And then he made a mistake for him.
But how did it come back around that? Because Nick the Tooth used to do Looking for a Fight.
Oh yeah.
And then I know Nick and Dana kind of had a little bit of a falling out. So then is that how you kind of got back in the mix?
No, well, actually, like when Nick the Tooth dropped out, like they were supposed to be filming like 2 days after that.
Okay.
And so like they were, and Nick just kind of, they left, and he was like, "Yo, what are we gonna do?" And Matt Serra was like, "Yo, what about Dean Thomas?" And Dana was like, "That's the guy. Call him." And they called me, and I said, "Shit, I got a bag packed right now. Just send me a ticket." And they did, and the rest is history. And now I'm here with you. Now I'm here with you, motherfuckers.
Now you made it all the way here.
With me, and it's so great because I always introduce you. I'm like, everybody's big brother Dean, but it's like you do have that feeling because all the fighters know you. Like you train great people. Jillian's on a tear right now. For people who don't know, he trains Jillian Robinson among others. But like she's on a tear right now. She's won what, like 4 or 5 in a row?
No, well she lost a couple, but she just broke the record. That's
for the most wins in the division. You're right. But my point is that you took a situation that went badly and you were able to come back around and make it good. And now you're on the desk with us. You're doing stuff like you're a real part of the fabric.
Well, you know what it is? And this is a lesson for all you little young motherfuckers out there. Nothing is that bad where you can't turn it around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing is that bad. Like things seem bad at the time, but there ain't nothing that bad that you can't turn it around. And I don't know, man. I always stay motivated. You know what motivated me one time? I was in the car once, and this is after I retired, and some guy was prank calling Clay Guida's manager and told them that I wanted to fight Clay Guida. And this guy he put it on speakerphone, and he didn't know I was there. And I heard him say, "Oh, Dean Thomas, he's washed up. No one cares about him." Yeah, and he didn't know I was there. And the dude who made the call was so embarrassed. But I wasn't embarrassed. I was motivated by that. And that allowed me to say, you know what? They think I'm done, but I'm not done. I'm just getting started. And every day I wake up and I go, I'm just getting started. So no matter what happens, bad, good. And this is why I think why me and Tyron get along so well. Because no matter what happens, I'm just getting started.
Well, I love that. And you want to know, Tyron is responsible for helping me sort of craft my life motto. And this is why I also know that Tyron will be okay, because we were working together one time and we came up with the thing, what's meant for me will come to me, right? So that's really how I go now, and I move forward in that. And it's funny because Tyron and I had first met, 10, 12 years ago at this point now. And I think we were talking when we were on the set doing like a one-on-one thing, and it was like you've made it, I've made it, we're here together, and like, this is awesome type of thing. So I did come up with the what's meant for me will come to me thing, because like a lot of stuff goes bad, a lot of stuff in my career I don't have, I have this, I have that. But I agree with you. You can turn a lot of bad stuff around. Like
that's what I tell my baby mamas. I tell them the same stuff. They say, hey, let me hold some of that child support. I go, listen, What's meant for you is gonna come to you. Just stay blessed. Hey, have a blessed night. Stay blessed, okay?
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Dean, while we're here though, Dean, I may as well tell you, you know, I should have a little thing. I just was working out the details of my renewal, so I'm re-signing with the organization.
Oh, you are?
The #1 organization in the world. Cheers to that.
Congratulations.
Where's my cut for bringing you I brought your stock way up now that you can have some leverage, and then you're just mentioning this now? Oh, caralho.
I'm pretty sure it was the work that I do, like, week in and week out on the post shows, pre-shows, all that stuff.
What a coincidence. Now that you're with me, now they haul out the Brinks truck. They open up the books and let you get a chase. Okay. I see how it is, caralho.
Well, I will just say this, though, Dean and Renato. I feel very fortunate. Like, I'm very excited about it. Like, you know, I love my job. Like, Dean, because you see me at work. Like, listen, I freaking love my job.
We have a great job. You know what I'm saying? We really do. Like, we go to the fights. We talk. That's it. We get to play dress up. Like, how much, like, there are people out there that got to do real work. I don't ever want to have to do real work.
I do real work. Because I always say this, like, I'm the bus driver. You guys are just the passengers. Like, the passengers can be drunk, high, hungover, whatever. Like, anybody.
Well, you do kind of have to do real work. Like, you have to be on point. Like, you have to.
Work, but I love it, and it's funny though because I always say this in Renato. It's like with you and people here. I'm like, I see you guys, and I think like, oh, you fighters are kind of mental, and like, what's the deal? You guys are all kind of nuts, and then I'm like, well, but I'm like the fighter whisperer. Like, I speak your language. And then I'm like, so wait, am I nuts too?
No, I'm with you on that. Fighters are nuts. I don't really speak their language. I'm on my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't do what they do. They too crazy for me. That's why I don't hang out with those guys.
But you are a fighter.
I know, but I'm just saying I stay off in the cut though. I don't hang out with those guys. Them guys is crazy.
That's why he's in the hotel under the covers having a sleepover parties while you guys is out bullshitting at the club. He knows what's
That's right.
Where are you now, Dean? You look like you're in a hotel. You're not at home, are you? Where are you?
No, I'm not home. I'm in a hotel. I'm driving up to Philly from Florida.
They got you in a nice hotel. If you got that kind of color wall, that means it's nice. If you have like a burgundy wallpaper, that's not a Super H or whatever.
No, man, that's champagne, baby. Champagne wine. That's cherry wine.
That's that Bordeaux. That's that Merlot, huh? That's that Merlot.
Is you driving up to Philly for Christmas, or were you driving up to train people?
Yeah, that's for Christmas.
Nice.
For Christmas, wait, you going where for Christmas?
Philly.
Oh, is that where you came from?
Yeah, my father's out in Philly right now.
Now let me ask you a question, because this is an interesting dynamic that happened in these different areas. Okay, so Philly, just like for instance, Boston, Detroit. If you hear the white people from these places, they have a very distinct accent. Mm-hmm. If you hear like if you go to Detroit, the white people is like, "Hey, how you doing out there?" Like my mom and my dad, and you know, they have that like almost like a Chicago accent. Oh, look at what we have here.
Oh no, I'm really being bombarded by light skin. Oh my God.
That's a frost to the snowman. Yeah.
Hey, I was gonna wait till the after party to jump on, but then I heard that I saved Karyn's career, and she re-signed her deal.
Thanks, Anthony.
Me and Dean saved your life. We did.
Yeah.
We did.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I really.
We make her look so good on the desk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We make her look good on the desk. That is true.
We saved we saved your career.
Thank you. And I will be sending you your gifts later. None for Renato. So sorry, Renato, to interrupt.
It's a lot. No, but I was saying they go like, hey, like they have a very thick accent in Detroit, and then but if you hear the black people from Detroit, they don't sound like that. And then like Boston, you know, you all know how they sound in Boston. You know, they sound like a Southie, you know, like that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the black guys from Hawkesbury or whatever, they don't sound like. Now the Philly, they go like, you just want to give King of Prussia, you just want to get water ice. How come you don't have that? How come the fucking why it's always like that? How come you guys don't have the stereotypical accent of the place where you at?
But I moved a long time ago, so I lost it.
But you don't know no black guys that go, even in Philly, that go like,
yeah,
you want to give
some water?
Yeah.
Some water?
You just want to give Wawa? So how what's that dynamic?
Like when you hear like Sean Bradley say it, like it's like, oh my God.
No, I never heard. No.
Yeah, like he talks like that. And Pat Sabatini,
Sean,
they all talk like that.
From the UFC, that kid.
Yeah.
He do sound like, he have the accent. But then who's like a classic Philly black person?
Bernard Hopkins.
Exactly.
He don't talk like that.
That the dude don't sound like that at all, you know. So it's interesting that somehow it don't you know, you can never say like, oh, Philly black guys sound like that, right? Or is there a way they sound?
No, they don't sound like that. I don't know why it's like that.
But here's the interesting stuff. If you hear a black guy from in New York, you can tell he's from New York.
Yeah.
You know that. So what is that? I'm always fucking confused about that one.
I don't know. Anthony Smith, is it like that in Tulsa?
No, I'm in Omaha.
There's no black people. He's the only black guy in Nebraska.
I am not the only black guy in Nebraska.
Okay, the football team on the college all the guys on the Nebraska
that's why we're losing. We don't got enough black folks. That's the problem. We need more black folks.
Even your wide receivers is black? I mean, white?
Yeah, the good ones. It's fucked up, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I tried to play, but they said I was only half black. It wasn't enough.
Too light-skinned?
Too light-skinned, man.
Sorry, Dean.
They put you on the basketball team to shoot threes?
Exactly. He's camping out there. He don't even throw jumpers. It's a set shot.
I'm more of a layup guy.
Wait, can you ball? Can you play basketball?
Not at all.
Oh God!
My kid though, my oldest kid is pretty good at basketball though.
Well, okay, good. Well, yeah, I was gonna say I played up until college and stuff, and so like in high school I was all
here we go. We're flexing our brown education.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, go ahead, Karyn. Tell him.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, I'll wait. No, it's fine.
Whatever.
I'll lay out. Karyn, please tell everyone how you went to Ivy League schools and yeah, we'll wait.
I was just gonna say, Anthony, that I think we next year, and Dean, I think we're moving from the Holiday Inn back to the other courtyard, which is next to the Fighter Hotel, which has the basketball court. So we might need to play. Okay,
we need to do a Tuesday Night Fistivities basketball game, like and see what time it is, or we can at least play one.
Oh. I'm down.
Yeah. Okay, Pinky.
I'm down. Anybody break your ankles?
By the way, we already got some people who is confused. I told you. You know, people still surprised that that they don't know that you're black or whatever. So Pinky, the guy is half black, okay? Like,
for Style by Olivia is wondering if Karyn can cook. I am an amazing cook. Like I actually can throw down.
How come you never made me nothing? You never brought nothing you never brought any homemade, even some baked goods over to the fucking high hollers or nothing?
Oh God!
Yeah, man, you bring me nothing.
Someone just said, "Leon Smith, get off my telly." You guys remember that? When Connor went off on me and Bilal.
And he called you Leon Smithy?
Oh, I do remember. Yeah, remember we were watching. He thought you were wearing the tiny tie.
Yeah, stupid. First of all, Dean gets it. I had the black. I had the black suit with the black tie and the black vest. Well, no, I had a pink tie and a black vest. So the vest was hiding the rest of the tie. Oh, and everyone it looked like I had a tiny tie. It was the stupidest shit in the world. I thought it looked dope though.
Oh, really?
I thought.
Yeah, man. Listen, You can't listen. You can't let people, influence your fashion. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do.
They don't know shit about style.
Yeah, and do what you do, and wear with confidence.
Dean, and that's the whole thing, though. Dean, is you have really set the standard now. Like everybody was like, "We're cool, we're wearing suits," and then you came in and leveled up. You're bringing ascots and sweaters. So we got Kiesa. Kiesa came in one day and he's like, I want to be like Dean. And he came in a turtleneck and he's like, I'm going to be like Dean. And so you literally have changed the way the guys dress. I mean,
look at the way these fucking NBA players look. I mean, if these fucking guys can get away with the shit that they wear on the way into the game, then, I mean, come on.
I know. Tell me about it.
Or how about
Cam Newton? You ever see Cam Newton?
Cam Newton came into the game wearing a goddamn bedspread one time. You can't do that.
What, Westbrookie?
Oh, yeah. Westbrook's bad, too.
Westbrook.
I mean.
Yeah, man.
Cam Newton.
Ezekiel Elliott, these guys? Shit.
Ezekiel Elliott will show up wearing his girlfriend's pants.
Yeah.
He had like a scarf, a big oversized scarf.
The hat with the feather.
Kuzma had that oversized
Steve
sweater.
Martin gets in the jerk when he finally gets paid and he gets the money. He buys a hat with a long ass feather that goes.
Yeah, I mean these fucking guys don't know what they're doing.
Hey, so listen, Dean and Anthony, while we have you here, what do you guys? Did you get all your Christmas shopping done?
Yeah,
I don't really Christmas shop. He's got kids, so like he has.
Yeah, yeah. I got I got this whole goddamn basketball team going on over here, so mine's all done. Yeah, I'm not doing shit. We're in our new house and we got the new baby, so we're not traveling anywhere. If you want to see us, you're gonna have to come to us. Yeah, it's pretty low key Christmas for us.
Nice. And Dean, you have to buy for your son though, right?
Yeah, I mean I buy him stuff, but that's it. And I can order that online. I just order a bunch of stuff online and be like, all right, I'm done. It'll go right to him. I don't wrap it or nothing. I just go, hey, you got a package.
Yeah.
So you're not making candles for all the ladies, like, because I do feel, Dean, that you have like a list of a few ladies that are in rotation in Florida there, and I feel like you're dropping off candles and things just to let them know that they're still in the mix.
Well, we just friends. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of friends.
Yeah, you can't let them you start sending them the presents and the candles and stuff. They get the whole idea.
He said we're just Dean might be my dad.
Yeah, I know.
He probably is, Poha.
He might be.
I might be.
My dad had a lot of friends when he was alive. He was just no, man, that's just my friend.
Yeah,
I've been seeing you hanging out with her once a week for 10 years. What are you talking about? No, man, this is my friend.
My friend.
That's the best kind of friend. I love my friends.
Yeah. Once a week for 10 years.
Yeah, once a week for 10 years, yeah.
But that's
once a week for 10 years.
You want to know something, though? You're going to have those friends for 10 years. How many heel relationships you had for 10 years? Where you call them your girl, your wifey, or whatever. Sometimes those long 10-year friendship is worth a lot. It's better than the other one. I like that.
See, I like your logic. I love the way you think.
Yeah,
Dean,
more fun.
I just know how great you are, Dean, and the idea that like you're such just a caring guy and everything. Like I just feel like there's a lot of ladies down there in Florida who could probably appreciate your company.
Yeah, you're such a great guy, Dean. You should be miserable. You're you're such a great guy, Dean, and I just feel you're so great. Why I want you to be miserable. I don't want you to be happy. I just see you're so happy. You got it. You're so relaxed. I want to see you to fuck your life up, boy. That's all.
Hey,
that's all.
Karyn, Hanach, Dean, I'm gonna jet. I'm gonna jump on the after party, but I gotta go check.
Cool.
I gotta check on all these goddamn children.
Okay, yeah, I sent you the
all right,
we'll see you on the after party.
All right,
God
good
bless
seeing you guys.
be with you.
All right, cool. See ya.
Krampus.
Dean, I just, you know what I mean? It's like, and I always say this to you at work too, because I'm always like, Dean, come on. Because you have too much going on. And I know that you are training people all the time, and I'm not trying to like lock you down. But at the same time, I just know that you're a great guy and that like a lady would be happy to have you.
Well, it would seem that way, but you know, dating is tough these days. You know, social media, and you know, it's a very difficult thing. You know, so
do you think do girls want you to go like Instagram official right away? Because I actually do hear that from friends of mine that like girls get mad that you know, you didn't share enough pictures together, or you didn't like. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing, and I'm not into that. I'm a very private type person.
Oh man, we on the same page. Dean Chalmers, you know what the fuck, you know what time it is. We don't got time for that shit.
Yeah, I don't need to be validating my relationships with people like on Instagram just so that we can look cool, you know.
Right.
I don't like
it's probably better, to be honest. It's probably, if you could do this, if you could, it's gonna be hard. It's a tough sell, but if you could do this, if you guys could just not follow each other on fucking Instagram, that would probably be the most healthiest shit you could do.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't even follow each other's bullshit stuffs on Instagram. People get.
I don't look at their stuff.
Feed. Huh?
Yeah, don't look at their stuff. Don't. Who cares?
Yeah, fuck. And then they get mad. You here spending time with them, and then they focus on shit that's happening in fantasy land on fucking Instagram. And I go, but you here. Why are you worried about that one?
Yeah.
You're the one who's sitting here. She's not sitting here. Never mind that one.
Where is she sitting, Renato?
On my lap for her. Like it's Santa Claus. It's the season of I'm giving her a Yule log for her. Yeah.
You so stupid.
Well, it's true.
Dean, when are you working again?
January 22nd is my next gig.
Oh, that's the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Yeah, there's what shows are in January? It's like
so we have Cater Chikadze. That's the first fight.
Well, hold on. So, somebody just commented, I want some dick. I don't know why that made me chill. I don't know. That just made me chill.
Oh, I see.
So it just goes, I want some dick. Period.
That's so we can spin it.
What
510 needs some D. I mean,
yeah, a lot of people ask for a gift card, or they want a Walkman or whatever the kids want these days. and this one is honest. She said, I need
they want some D for Christmas. I mean,
I got you. Come through.
I'm gonna I'm gonna talk to Santa for you, Karyn, and see what we can do.
Yeah.
Ask me in the DM.
I'm telling you right now, like if any girl want it, I don't pull out. So like whatever happened after that, that's on you.
Yeah, that's between them and God. It's their body, their choice.
Yeah.
I'm not involved that one.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy that one.
I'm warning you now.
It's a Christmas miracle, poor huh? You know, it's not unlike the Bible. I'm give that one. That's why I told you, Karyn, when they come in, I put the frankincense on there, just like the wise man. And then I give that one, you know, the stuffs, and then they can go. It's a miracle, the baby.
Well, for all the ladies out there, thank you.
It's probably the same color too. It can be sometimes the same color as Jesus, because if they're white or Puerto Rican, then the mixture is gonna look like that. He's look like a Jesus, like a guy who have a falafel stand for her.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I want too. So I talk a lot of trash about my, light skin, but I'm trying to have a whole army of light skin.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You can
have
that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, white girls, Asian girls, you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to give them all a little color, so the offspring can have all, you know what I'm saying, be running around looking like little light skins.
Well, you know what's funny you say that? Have you ever seen a documentary or any shit about David Koresh? You remember that guy who had like a cult in
yeah.
What was it? Texas somewhere? Waco, Texas?
Yeah, Waco, Texas. Right.
I was watching a documentary about that guy. And of course, just like every cult leader, one of the stuffs about the whole thing with God and the communication, that he's the only one who's allowed to fuck. Oh, sorry. He's the only one who's allowed to fuck everybody, Right. And so, and he said something like his joint, he was saying like the ointment or whatever, anoint them with the ointment, was his joint or whatever, the stuffs that he gave you. If you see, they had pictures of that guy with all the fucking kids that he have. He had about 40 fucking kids, and they was all different color, Asian, black, whatever the fuck you want, and they all look like him, like, but just different color versions of him. I was on the floor crying, laughing. I couldn't fucking breathe.
Fucking. He's my. That's fucking cool.
That's exactly what you're talking about.
It's not cool.
Yeah, and
kind of.
He had a setup where he was allowed to fuck everybody's wife and all that kind of stuff. Never mind. Hey, Pinky, if you don't like the conversation, took a perverted turn. You're in the Hong one. You need to go on to Ariel Hawan. This is we talk about whatever we want to talk about in here. This is our show, Poha. Never mind MMA.
Yeah.
You need to exit out of here if you're not into that one.
I don't even know where to go from there.
No. All right. I'll be nice now. I'll be cool.
Nah, you don't have to be nice. There's plenty of every other show in the fucking world about MMA. They talk about all that stuff that you want to talk about. We're talking about different stuff.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yes, but it is. But I don't know how late we can keep you, Dean, because it's late on the East Coast.
Why you always gotta bring that up? Let the other person excuse themselves out of there.
Because I'm trying to be a gracious host, and sometimes people don't want to.
Well, you're gonna remind him that he gotta go or something like that. Caralho.
No, but it's like if you're throwing a party and you don't.
Yeah, you throw a party and it's going great, and then you go like this. Hey guys, I know you're probably having fun, but listen, you probably gotta get up in the morning.
No,
so
honestly,
get out of here.
to be honest with you, it's that I should send him the link because the thing on the after party is supposed to start, and then if it starts and then whatever, then the timing over there, whatever. But you're right.
What is that? What is the after party?
So the after party is just. I'm gonna send you while we're talking. I'm gonna send you the link on.
No, Pinky, you didn't offend nobody.
It goes on YouTube. It's over on YouTube. And so here's the thing: is that we usually do like about an hour and a half over here. But then we go over to YouTube because we just keep the party going over there. It's basically this sort of we keep the conversation going. And it's not really any different. It's the same thing. It's just that it's on YouTube. I just sent you the link on your Insta stories.
Yeah. Before we go on, I gotta say I feel terrible now. We got like Pinky's on here like apologizing.
Listen,
Pinky, I feel so bad. Pinky, don't apologize.
We're not upset with you, but you gotta understand this is a different kind of show here. We're the alternative to the shit you're talking about. That's all.
Right.
You can't. We're not gonna make it like somebody else's show because there's 10,000 other shows like that.
There's a million other shows.
This is where you get to hear people that you watch in MMA talk about different shit other than in every other YouTube clip, every other fucking Instagram. Exactly. So we're not mad at you, but we're telling you. You could talk to your blue in the face. We're not going to change how we do it.
Because honestly, that's the whole thing. There's literally like a million shows with people talking about the stats, and we do talk about the fights. And we were talking about Tyron and I. And over on the after party, I do kind of want to talk a little bit more about the Black Beast. And Dean, if you want to come, that'd be fun because
the African American Beast.
I want to know your opinion on Angela's fight. I mean, you train a lot of the strawweight girls, and I actually am very curious what your take was on that fight because it's super close, but I thought she won rounds 2 and 3.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm not really sure what she's doing to not get the favor. Like it's something in her body language that she's not doing to get her in the favor of the judges because it's unfortunate that she's always on the worst end of a decision, and she fights good, and the fighters. And the people watching are thinking that she's winning, but the judges are not. So what is it that she's doing in her body language that's not getting her those nods? And that's what I have to go back and watch and figure out. They're like, how is she messing this up? Like, because the thing is, we can always blame everybody else, but at the end of the day, you got to take responsibility. So if they're not getting her message, she's got to figure out a way to get her message out. So she's got to change something so that she can get her message out.
Might she think about using some Relaxer?
Yeah, you know what? That might be, maybe. maybe if she had some relaxer, pull back.
Somehow,
you know what I'm saying?
Silky. You can maybe to relax that one, and then you don't put so much pressure on the judge, you know, because you can make them to feel more comfortable.
Maybe maybe the hot comb before the fight. The hot comb.
Wow.
I remember my mother used to heat that hot comb up on the stove and do my little sister's hair.
And she have a couple burns on the back of her fucking neck from when you
and she put that Vaseline on the ear.
And then if you move, then you get smacked too.
Yeah.
Like from the pain, she goes, stop.
I said sit still.
That's how it
the whole house be smelling like burnt hair.
Oh God. You know what? That's a good documentary. You ever watched that documentary, Good Hair?
No.
Of course.
You never seen that, Dean Thomas?
I never seen it.
It's produced by Chris Rock. It's about black women's hair, exclusive. It's a whole documentary about black, and it's eye-opening, even for a black people. It's sorry, not for women, for men. Even a black man is gonna be like, oh God damn, poor her. Wait till you see it. It's deep.
I gotta watch this.
Deep. It's called Good Hair. It's kind of sad, but it's still it's a trip. Oh, Karyn.
Yeah. No, that's a thing. Hair is a thing. You know that.
Yeah. I gotta watch this.
I know that. Look, this is a whole thing, Karyn.
Look at that.
I mean, every time I wear my hair straight, people are like, wow, KB, you look so pretty. I'm like, yeah, same face.
Yeah, so why you don't put your hair straight then, Karyn?
Look at her not looking like I'll be sure over there. Look at her.
Because honestly, it'll trash my hair. So it's a hard thing.
So let it be trash then. Just keep that one.
I know, because it's one of those things where I go, if I straighten my hair, I'm gonna look more white and I'll get more accepted and people will think I'm prettier, but it's gonna trash my hair and it's not really who I am. So should I go out and try to do this thing as my authentic self, or should I try to go do it as somebody that I think you want to see? And I've attempted to try to do this as my authentic self, for better or for worse.
Nah, it's not working. Do some.
Yeah,
it's not working. Put some relaxer in there and let's call it a day for her.
Should I get the Botox too? Because I haven't done it yet.
No, not yet. You're okay. Look, whatever you do, don't put your lips like every fucking chick go like this.
Dude.
And they all look the same.
I know.
You know what fucked me up?
The only thing I do is color my hair a little bit. The rest, everything else you've seen on me is 100% what God and my parents gave me. I don't have shots of things, of injections or pumps or nothing.
But here's what I don't understand. I see these chicks, and you see it, I mean, God forbid, no offense, but you see it in the fucking porno industry. There might be a chick that you watch, and she's, God, she has to be her early 20s at least, something like that, at the latest. And heel cute, some Chinese ones have a heel cute look, and that's why you like that one.
Right.
And then let them do a couple, like a year in the industry, without question, then they look like this. And then they look like somebody was saying, a comedian was saying, back in the day in the gumball machine, you could get a wax lips.
Yes, I remember those.
They all look like that. And then whatever they had going for them that used to be cute is fucking gone. And I'm convinced that somehow these celebrity or these what you call plastic surgeons have convinced these people that they need to do it. Like they got some kind of PR thing going on. I don't understand. They never make the women look better. It never works.
It doesn't. But the problem is, okay, I know this is not the show. Some people say the problem is that a lot of men keep liking the people who look like that. So girls think they need to look like that to get the guy's attention.
I don't know one guy.
Literally, I'm telling you,
I don't know one guy that like that. I don't know.
I know, but I don't make myself sit here and stress out every day about knowing that everybody else has Botox, and if you're the one who does it, you're like,
listen.
Well, crap, I guess I got to get it because everybody else has it, but I don't want to get it.
First of all, Karyn Bryant, you don't need any of that shit at all. And you're one of those your age, you're like a fine Alizé or whatever. But you know, the thing is, what I'm not even talking about a woman of your vintage. I'm talking about a woman who is about fucking, who is 20, who is doing this shit, who they have another 30 years of looking how, or 20 years to go before you even think about that shit. And they're already getting this fucking stupid shit. And it looks fucking crazy. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's sad. We gotta stop this. We have to stop them from doing this. I don't know one guy who liked that one. Not one.
It don't look good on a 20-year-old, 30, 40, 50, 60. It don't look good on none of them.
Yeah,
and I don't know any guys that like that shit neither.
I'm talking about this one where it's this aspect here, where they plump up the lip and then this part go like this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you guys don't like.
Hey,
like,
man, in the fucking comments now, is there a one of you fucking guys that likes when a women's get that fucking lip thing? Even if they got fucking thin lips, I don't give a fuck. Better than the bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody who like that. I don't know one guy who like that.
Well, like I said, there's no real equivalent because men don't get a lot of plastic surgery, but I just know that I wouldn't want a dude whose face wasn't expressive. Like, why do I want that?
Well, you know what it reminds me of? You see certain guys, older guys get that, the bochap on here. And then when they haze their eyebrows, instead of these ones to go here, the whole thing go like this in one piece. It go. And you know what they look like? They look like, you know, in The Lost Boys, when the guys is like transition to a vampire.
Yeah.
It's like the head looked like he had some extra stuff. You know, it looked fucked up. It just looked like one piece.
Right.
I don't like that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let the one whatever's to happen.
Yeah, you say that.
That's hilarious. He's right though. He's 100% correct.
I think that with plastic surgery, if you're gonna do some stuff, listen. Shut the fuck up, Pinky. Nobody want to hear what you say.
But we do need to go to YouTube soon.
I'm tired. I'm done with you. So what the fuck I was talking about?
You're talking about the plastic surgery. That the guy.
If you're gonna do any of that bullshit, it's just almost like, think of it like this, like a chitty job. If you have you know how you see a chitty job that look too much too soon, where it just look like two tennis balls under tight skin. But then every once in a while, a woman have a tasteful one where you kind of can't even tell because her chitties still behave like a normal chitties. Like they still do a teardrop a little bit. I'm just saying, we adults here. Would they do some of the natural stuff that our chitties do? Don't get greedy. Just do a little stuffs. A little bit of that one.
That's right. All you need is a little bit. My boy always says it. Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. So when you do too much, that's way too much.
God, are you? Wow, that's heavy duty. That's some pimp shit.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered.
That's good.
No, bitch, pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Yeah, I mean, god damn, that's dark.
That's heavy. That's really
so
good.
You gotta
though.
be a pig. You gotta be a pig.
Yeah,
Be a pig.
Karen, are you a pig? Are you a fucking?
Well, literally, and not for nothing, and you know, not for nothing, but I'm not planning on it, and I don't want to, but I do feel the pressure just because of, you know, the industry I'm in and stuff. But I don't
consult with us first because God, are you don't listen to these guys. The plastic surge, because they're gonna tell you to get all kind of shit. Don't listen to that one.
I've never even gone to one. I don't want to do
They're
it.
gonna have you looking like Mickey Hart. So listen, let's hey, you guys want to go to the after party?
Hey, can I just show you one thing? You said you just mentioned Mickey Rourke. Look, I have a poster of Diner right there.
Well, that was a different.
There's Mickey.
That was a different.
So Diner is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
And Mickey, back in the day, Boogie was
of course,
so fine.
and Angel Heart and all that stuff.
Angel Heart, right?
9.5 weeks.
So yeah, so listen, we should I should explain. So we have the after party, and Dean, I sent you the link.
All right.
if people are watching this here, if they look at my stories or if they go to the festivities site, I put the link to the after party there. And we just go and we just take this party over to YouTube, because honestly what happens, Dean, is this file gets so big on Instagram and it's hard to save it and share it. And so we just took the rest of the party like over on YouTube, and that way it just works out better. Yeah. So I sent you the link, but if people are with us, and because we do actually have a ton of MMA stuff to talk about and a lot of other things, but we just need like a 5-minute break here to post this on Instagram and then for me to kick on the YouTube.
All right.
Is that cool?
That's cool. I'm going to see y'all over there.
Yeah, and
all
then
right, I can kick that on even before I'm there, but yeah, like we just have to finish. It just takes me 2 minutes, 5 minutes to process this. And everybody who can see it, if you go to YouTube.com/Karyn Bryant, or like I said, if you look in my stories, I have a link up to the after party. Or if you go to the festivity site, you'll see it. And yeah, we'll keep going. And Anthony's going to join us over there as well. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot to conversate about.
You know what? To be fair,
you were here with us now.
To be fair, in this next 5 minutes or whatever, until we get out of there,
yeah,
you should give him an opportunity to invite some darker fellows so he can have some backup or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
You have a couple.
Derek Lewis.
On Instagram here, and that's the thing. Well, if Preacher comes,
so if you think you could bring some black guy, then try.
Yeah, Preacher. I need Preacher. I need Derek Lewis. I need King Mo.
So
I need my
see if they got you back. See if they got you back. But
well, I'll tell you what. Okay, so let me hang up here and I'll start this, and I'll text Preacher and tell him we're about to get started, because we are starting a little late over there. But I'll text him and I'll see. But if not, but for sure the three of us can keep going just in 5 minutes.
And you can, King Mo or whatever. Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here with us. Tuesday Night Fistivities is always so fun, but we're going to keep it going. But Dean, you're just awesome. We love you. You know that.
Peace.
Okay. We'll see you in a couple of minutes, folks.
See you on YouTube. Karyn,
see you on YouTube.
Okay.
Bye.
Ciao.